Hey, what is going on, everybody? Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. You are now tuned in with the Care Package with Roulette Delgato. This is my co-host Adam Ford.
Hello, all. Hello.
I of Sorry about that, folks. I'm your host, Roulette Delgato, rapper, singer, songwriter, model, LGBTQIA plus activist. And we are here today to unbox love, kindness, positivity, and deliver this care package to your soul. And so the reason why I want to do this show is because most times in my circle of friends, in my family, whenever somebody is sick or they're going through anything traumatic in their life, somebody brings them a care package. And that care package can consist of food, it can consist of games, arts and crafts, books, gift cards, whatever they need to help get through that struggle, to get through whatever they're going through. And so I want to figure out a way where I can deliver a verbal care package to you guys, because, what better way to escape for an hour a week, just to get some positivity, some love, some kindness, self-esteem, and just really build yourself up, and who better to do it than people who've been through it, right? So this is going to be an amazing show. We're super excited that you guys are with us today, and it's going to be amazing. I see we got Brittany Love in the building, cooking with love. How you doing, boo? Oh my God. So we'll talk about her a little bit later in the show today, but thank you for tuning in. And so we're going to get into our first care package. The first care package.
First care package is right here, sir.
Okay. So the first care package is going to be, don't judge my art, okay? I don't know how to draw. I'm an artist, but I don't draw that great. So the first care package we have here is going to be our word of the week. Okay, so every week we'll have a new word that we'll discuss and talk about, and how it relates to us and how it may relate to you as well. Feel free to chime in on the chats, and we'll talk about, whatever it is you guys are saying, and we'll talk about the word as well. All right.
Dig in.
Choose the word. Yeah.
Ooh. Got one.
Okay.
Word of the week today is relax.
Relax. Okay. I can't see the chats here. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we got Brittany Love. Okay. We got Dr. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Who is Holy okay. We got Just Wild in the building. Oh my gosh. Just Wild in the building. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got Dr. Christopher Salute in the building.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys for tuning in. So listen, the first again, my writing.
Next time I'll be doing the writing for the word.
Okay, my writing sucks too. I'm good at rapping and singing, and that's it. So the first word of the week is relax. Okay, relax. So when I think of the word relax, I think of taking a break. You could be arguing with somebody. You could be going through marital issues. You could be going through relationship stuff, job stuff, family things. Sometimes you have to take that moment to relax, especially before if you're having an argument, you take a moment to take a step back and breathe a little bit, count to 10, like they taught us back in like middle school. Take a step back, count to 10, and really think about what you're going to say before you say it, because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You don't want to, pursue an argument and let things go out of hand, right? So when I think about relaxation, I'm thinking about taking a step back and counting to 10 and really thinking about what you're going to say before you say it, so you can have a positive conversation instead of a complete like knockdown, drag out argument.
Absolutely. When I think of the word relax, I think of everything that we have going on in our lives every day. Being able to take a step back, like you said, but even if it's for a period of time to look at what you're doing and to relax about what you're doing and to reward yourself with that. To reward yourself, to take care of yourself by relaxing. You know what I mean? Really take a step back to calm down and not worry so much about all of the obligations or the responsibilities, all the things that you truly believe that make you. Take a step back and relax and reevaluate and reassess so that the next time you go tackle those things, you're recharged, you're rejuvenated, you're ready to go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, because obviously we know, like you said, being recharged, rejuvenated, those are things that are a complete part of self-care. And like taking care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And when you relax, that gives you the time to really think about things that are going on in your life. If you're on vacation, if you're wherever you are, you're relaxing and you're taking that time to just say, okay, this is me time and I'm worrying about me today. Positive thoughts, obviously, and really getting to the depth of any issues that you might be dealing with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Relaxation, I mean, relaxation in itself is supposed to feel revealed. You're supposed to feel relieved. You're supposed to feel, taken care of, or like you don't have a care in the world.
Right.
And with a lot of people, relax is remember not to get mad. You know what I mean? Like, remember to not go off on this person.
Exactly,
do not shout. Do not raise your voice.
Right.
So I think relax is absolutely take a step back, count to 10, take your time to assess every situation you're doing, relax, while it's also taking care of yourself at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Look at how your day went and just relax, calm down.
Calm down. Yes.
Before you can even start your next day, because every day is new. There's something new every day.
Absolutely.
So you gotta take a step back and relax before you tackle that.
I can't lie. Like a big thing for me, as part of the word relax, coming out of the closet in 2014, I dealt with a lot of people who were like coming at me so sideways on Facebook, Instagram. They saw me on divorce court on the YouTube channel, so they were, leaving negative comments and stuff. And I literally had to like take this word and really put it to use because there were times I wanted to just go in. I wanted to go in on people because they were saying some negative things about me, and like Brittany Love just said, a good relaxation for her is a mani and a pedi, which clearly, like, I need a mani so bad, and these are like outgrown. But no, seriously, like things like that. Going and getting a massage, mani and pedi, like getting with some friends, treating yourself. Yes. Please treat yourself, because that's the most important thing. Is it's about you. It's about you. It's about self-love, and it's about making sure you feel good inside first before you can give that love to somebody else.
You cannot love without loving who you are, because that is the absolute. Trying to find love for yourself in someone else is not a positive way to do that. It's you have to love who you are and what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
Before you can find that love in yourself, and relaxing, taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Mani pedis, whatever it is.
Take a bath.
Have that glass of wine. Take a bath. Whatever.
Ooh, some wine. Yes.
You know what I mean?
And here's my thing. I feel like, so I didn't want to really get into politics or the election because there's a lot of negativity surrounding it, but I feel like not just one side, anybody who is literally fighting online, fighting in person, attacking people on the streets, relax, okay? Calm down. Like, it's not that serious, okay? Like, we don't need to hurt each other, call each other names, do all these crazy out-of-the-box things to prove your loyalty to the person you want to win. Great.
For what?
Right. Like, we don't have to agree politically, but that doesn't mean I want to like hate you or fight you. Like, positivity is key, and it goes so much further than negativity will.
Absolutely. I think with everything going on right now around this election and around the world right now. Relaxing would probably go a long way at this point.
Absolutely.
And like, now, don't get me wrong. The situation with the election, like, that's not a time to relax because we're all up in arms. So obviously, we're all trying to figure it out. But at the same time, we did our part. Mm-hmm. We voted.
Right.
We have to relax now and be patient.
We don't have to.
We do not have to go out and fight each other because I didn't vote for the person that you think is better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We have to sit back and relax and take a breath. And
exactly. Yes, Brittany Love said bath wine.
With some Dr. Teal's
episode okay to feet. Yes. And we let me see. We had Elijah and Isaac in the building too. Oh, yes, there they are. Elijah, yes. Isaac, hello. You got as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, Mom. And so, when we say relax, really, obviously everybody has their own interpretation of what it means to relax, but just have some time to take to yourself to administer self-care, and meditate too, and just appreciate yourself and think about the good things that are happening in your life and the positive things, because that's most important. Absolutely. And positive thoughts lead to positive actions, manifestation of amazing things. Absolutely. In your life.
Absolutely. So you have been in my life. You've been a huge inspiration for me, and the person that you are and everything you do. Watching you over the years, you have actually manifested everything that you wanted to do. You have put your mind to it, and you have worked your butt off to get there. And I've seen you up in arms. I've seen you rowdy. I've seen you, stressing. But you have to take it. You've taken that time. Right. You've taken that step back and like, okay, if I'm going to make this happen, I have to remember to do A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. But I have to remember about me as well.
Man, being a musician is hard, man, and it's always stressful. There's always something going on. Most recently, being that I'm now a plus size model, on top of a rapper, singer, and songwriter, I was doing everything by myself, Absolutely. But thanks to Bold Management for signing me on to their management team, and also making me their director of new publications. Like, it opened up so many doors, and it also took a lot off my plate. Absolutely. If it wasn't for Bold Management, I wouldn't even have this show. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like,
shout out Bold Management.
Man, shout out to Bold Management. Thank you so much. Dr. Christopher Salute, thank you for everything, because here's the thing. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, and things do get stressful, and it comes to a point where you want to give up, But then right at that moment where it's like you're ready to break, somebody steps in and goes, hey, let me take that load off of you so you can relax.
Absolutely.
Word of the week.
Hey,
relax.
Full circle.
You know what I'm saying? And it feels good to be able to do that. But you inspire me too, though, bro, being that you're a business student, single father. You have taken on so much responsibility. Well, I know you're not single right now, but being a father who takes care of his child primarily, that's very rare. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And I look up to you for that, because growing up, I didn't have a father in my life. Yeah. I have stepfather here, boyfriend there with my mom and all that, but I grew up with a single mother. So it's very rare to have a father who's like, I'm gonna take the responsibility for my son and do what I need to do. So that's very inspiring.
Well, so like my mother is a single mother, and right. I didn't have a father, right? My entire life. So that little boy deserves to have everything. Right. Everything in his life, and
he's an amazing kid,
amazing little boy. So I couldn't not be there and care for my child,
right?
And regardless of working and being in the medical industry where I'm at, mm-hmm. and also being in business school and and trying to pursue that dream as well.
You're doing a lot.
It's worth it,
right?
But I wouldn't be able to if I didn't step back and take a second and be like, hey. You're doing a lot.
Right.
You're doing a lot. Step back, take some time, sit down on the couch, put your feet up.
Right.
Just breathe.
And relax.
Right. And relax.
The best part of all that is anytime his son sees me, runs up to me, gives me this big old hug, and goes, Uncle Red, Uncle Red.
That's him. That's him, Uncle Red. You can't say Roulette at all.
That's hilarious.
Uncle Red is.
Right. So we will go ahead and get into the second care package. I'm really excited about this one because I myself have been through several relationships, okay, in my 34 years of life, relationships with men, women, and I can say I've experienced both sides. And so, again, who better to do it than someone who's been through it, right? So I really feel like I have a lot of advice to give, but we're going to choose a word out of this care package right here. Again, don't
the hearts went way better.
These hearts are way better than that last one.
They're so much better. I had to call you out. This is way better. I am proud of these. So let's get right into this box.
Okay.
Get right into.
Oh, there's a little flap down there.
All right, and just pick.
Okay. Right here. Okay.
Don't look. Don't cheat.
I'm not looking. I ain't looking. It better be a good one too.
You bet.
Okay.
Boy.
So as far as relationships goes, okay.
You would take that word.
Children. Okay. So because I don't have any children, I can't speak from a biological father's perspective, but I can speak from a perspective of being a stepfather for 6 years off and on. I was with someone who had 2 children, amazing woman, great mother. And but this is around the time where I was still trying to figure myself out, find out who I am, and really embrace me for me. So it was a little hard trying to commit to the situation as a whole and really commit to being a stepfather. And because their dads were in their lives a lot, so it wasn't like I was taking over this role, but it was also like you're dealing with somebody who has children. They're a complete package, so they come with kids. So I had to understand that the kids come first, children come first all day, and that was something that was not. It wasn't hard for me because I do love kids, and also I had a stepdad in my life who stepped in and raised me and my sisters like we're his own children. And it takes a amazing man to do that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I wasn't in her life long enough to really build a solid like father daughter. She had 2 daughters, like a father daughter bond with her kids. So while we were dating, I definitely got to know them, but it didn't last long enough for us to become like really close like that. So a little bit of advice I wanted to give though about children, because I know that sometimes in relationships, let me go back. So I've had about 3 different situations where I was almost a father. Okay, so one time a girl said she was pregnant by me and she got an abortion, and she told one of our mutual friends that she didn't think I would be a good father, be there for my kids, so she got an abortion. I was really upset because I had no idea. There was another girl who got pregnant but had a miscarriage. Actually, she got pregnant twice, and she had 2 miscarriages. So, unfortunately, because of those things, I am not a father today. I feel like I would be a great father when it comes down to it, but I never got the experience to do so. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I've been a part of like raising kids, but I don't have my own. So, I feel like if you're in a relationship and your partner is ready to have kids and you're not, that is a part of compromise, especially if you've been together for a long time. I could see if maybe like you guys are just fresh, been a couple months, and it's kind of like, well, I don't think we're really ready. We don't know each other.
Give it a year.
Even a year, like you don't really know each other that well to even think about having
together for a year.
Kids.
Ready to raise kids together?
No, but like if you're together for years and all this time goes by, you're talking marriage and that. I'm not here to tell anybody to have kids after marriage because things happen, okay? But what I will say is that obviously nobody's ready to have kids. Like it just happens. Nobody's really ready to do it. But I would say try to practice safe sex until you're ready to have children. I know some people don't like condoms, but that's stupid. So, I mean, that's dumb. But, I just think that it would be a good idea to practice safe sex until you're actually ready to take that risk and have children, because you're bringing a life into this world. Obviously, it's a blessing, it's magical, but you want to at least somewhat be ready for that and be able to help your partner through that process.
Absolutely.
But with somebody who has a child,
Yeah.
I feel like you would be like the best person to really speak on children in a relationship.
Children in a relationship. So I have not dated anybody for 2 years. And I am the primary caregiver for my child. And when it came down to a relationship with somebody, I was very timid. I was very reserved when it came to introducing anybody to my child.
Right,
to be honest with you, because I knew when I will not cross that threshold until I'm sure I want to be with that person. Right. As of recently, I am in a relationship, right. So I have found the person that I think is the right person to meet my child and be around my child. And the hardest thing about being in a relationship and with children, or with somebody with children, the person with the child has to be understanding of the other person, and that they might not be, mentally ready to be in that person, that child's life. Depending on the age, obviously, but being able to have a child care about somebody needs to be brought together with the other parent, right. with the parent. The parent right. needs to be, this is so and so, and this is that person's friend, and they're going to spend a lot of time with us, and blah 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 blah. There has to be a compromise for me as well, for the parent person, because you have to remember, like, you cannot expect, right? You cannot have expectations of the other person. Right. You are still that child's parent. That is, you are still their parent at that time. It does not matter if you have another person. Really, really, really quick. Yeah.
We're gonna touch back on that again.
Absolutely.
But let's take a quick break. For our sponsors and for commercial, and we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere, you guys. We'll be right back. I'm pretty sure it's time for
our break right now, right?
Am I?
How do we know we're on a break?
I'm pretty sure. You know what?
It's when our names come back.
Oh, I thought I just saw them.
Yeah, I think she like made sure that she switched over.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, guys, don't mind me. My apologies.
I don't think we're back yet.
I thought we,
I think since this is still up here.
But we're still live.
We're gonna be live.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be live. Oh wait, hold on, that's the show.
Yeah.
Not
that's
bad.
why.
I'm looking at this like, hey.
This is our first show, so bear with me. Okay.
That so apparently so we're on the still. Thank you very much.
Oh God! Good thing we didn't talk about.
You haven't left. You are still on. Thank you all for helping us out.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh. So that's hilarious.
We're figuring everything out today.
Yeah, because we have to make time for our sponsors and for commercials and stuff, and so I may have misread the time. So I definitely thank you so much that we're loving the energy. Thank you, gorgeous. We appreciate you so much. So go ahead and touch on.
Oh yeah. So what I was saying is we as the parents still has to have a compromise in the relationship of we have to have two compromises. We have to take care of our children, be there for our children, spend time with our children. However, we also have to make time for the person that we are with.
Right.
Because it can't always be about if you're my child.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to have that soul time, obviously, in a relationship. That's to work on the relationship. And it's it's a hard thing to balance, but it can be done. It's especially great when the other person adores or cares for the child.
Mm-hmm.
The child feels that they feel safe, they feel accepted.
That's important.
And if they feel that, then they're going to reciprocate that. Their children, they're going to reciprocate that to that person. So it comes down to compromise from both parties and understanding how to balance everything, but also then coming together to raise that child.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely makes sense. I think now it may be time for our commercial break. Is this? I believe so. I believe now it's time for our commercial break for our sponsors. Let's see. Yep, I believe so. So we are going to go to a quick commercial break. You know, I didn't realize how cute I look in this camera.
Well, first of all, I'm cute too. I'm just short.
I didn't say you wasn't. I realized how cute I look.
I wasn't short or I wasn't cute.
Okay, you're definitely short.
Okay.
But
these are facts.
These are facts.
I'm a small person.
Okay. Did I misread again? Because now I'm feeling like a douche.
We're still on.
Okay.
We're still on. So you know what? Until they cut us off, let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing. Okay. So, since we're on the topic of relationships, I feel like you had a topic you wanted to speak about.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, positivity just around relationships in general. Like I said, I'm in a relatively new relationship. And that feeling of being in a new relationship and being with that person, and that those sparks of fun, whatever it is,
butterflies.
all the feelings.
Yeah,
when you get all the feelings.
All the feelings. Yeah.
I got these feelings.
The body boot up.
But yeah, when you have all those feelings, that's great, and like it's like the honeymoon phase of a relationship.
Right.
The relationship don't start until after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's remembering that even though you have those feelings, that you're gonna have those days where it's you had a bad day, or she or he or whoever had a bad day, and you have to still be there and still love that person because they ain't feeling that day right that second. You can't be mad about that. They have the ability to be a human being as well and have their feelings, and that doesn't take away from your feelings. You just have to remember. And I feel like I've seen a lot of relationships fall apart after that honeymoon stage because they're not on the same page. There's no remaining positivity after that happiness.
Right.
That happiness kind of deteriorates, or not. I won't say deteriorates. You can still be happy, but you're just not positive about it.
It's just that fun.
Exactly.
It's crazy because the last relationship I was in, I think it ended in May. And we actually had met on Valentine's Day, and he was a really nice guy, super sweet guy, amazing family loved me, like it was going really, really good. And when we first got together after a couple of weeks, he said to me well, hopefully you'll still like me after the new car smell wears off. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, I'm still gonna like you, and if we're there, I'm still gonna love you. Like it's all good. And then after those couple of months, it definitely was a honeymoon stage. Everything was going amazing. It was great. We actually ended up living together, and it was going really good. But for me, just like anybody, once you move in together, you get to really know somebody.
Absolutely.
And not to say nothing was wrong with this person, because he was an amazing guy, super, super sweet, very caring, kind person. But there were just things that I started to feel like were not the
vibe wasn't right.
The vibe wasn't right.
You know what I mean?
The vibe wasn't right. So, for me, I said, okay, I should get my own place, and once I move, that'll really let me know if this is supposed to be. Because if we can separate and after having this honeymoon stage and still work it out, we'll be good. So once I moved back to my own place, the vibes really just got like, okay, I don't think this is it. And I had to sit him down and just be like, I don't think we're right for each other. And that was really hard for me because I really did love him. Absolutely. And unfortunately, you know, I had to make that decision, but it was the right decision for me to make for myself and my heart and my sanity. You know what I mean?
You cannot have a healthy relationship and have one of the people have to sacrifice their happiness because they want to be with that person. They don't want to hurt that person. You cannot do that. Being able to be around and it is the 3 month rule. It is the 3 month. There's a rule in it, and that 3 months, great, happiness, whatever. But then something happens. Mm-hmm. You don't like the way they walk no more. you know what I mean? You start nitpicking. Yeah, you start finding little things just to be you know, the way you chew your food. It just there's little things built up. And you'll know. It takes a lot of work to have a relationship, especially in this day and age, where there's so many different temptations, so many different things out there. Mm-hmm. If you find that one, you better know from jump that they are worth working for. Because if you don't, what's the point of hurting yourself? Exactly. You know what I mean? You have to. Yes, you look out for the other person, but you have to look out for yourself as well. Make sure that you're happy and you're in a positive place. Absolutely. Instead of always making sure they're in a positive place.
Right. So you can give that love to them as well.
And vice versa. If you notice that that person is something's going on, they're not happy anymore. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to notice it. Hey, you know what? Like, what's going on? Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. I feel like conversation is lost in relationships. Absolutely. Nobody talks no more. Absolutely. Nobody talks about their feelings.
Communication.
People really think it's gross. And they think it's gross.
Which is weird because it's like communication is key, and that's like will solve 90% of the problem.
Well, and that's like people. I want that. They'll see something on TV like, I can tell him everything. I want that love. Okay, communicate. Right. Have communication.
And here's the thing too. Speaking of the 3 month rule, that translates to the 90-day rule for sex,
which is 3 months. Yeah.
So,
wait, what do you mean?
So,
you gotta wait 3 months to have sex?
Like that's another thing some people do, but like our generation, people our age, we are not.
You mean back in the day?
There are people who. Okay, I was watching Think Like a Man the other day.
From 85.
What? Think Like a Man? No, that's a couple years ago. Steve Harvey. Okay, so I was watching Think Like a Man, and Megan Good's character, she has the 90-day rule. She's not giving up the cookie for 90 days, which I think is smart, right? Me personally, I can't do that because I'm horny. So I don't want to wait 90 days. Okay? I'm not waiting 90 days. I don't want to. I encourage you to not wait 90 days so you can get this good. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't know what you've been missing for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But I've really been out here.
You're right. But I also can see the other side of that and understand that somebody's like, if you're really down for me, you'll wait these 90 days because I know you're not just about the sex.
Absolutely.
So I can totally see that.
I understand. I feel that. It's each person is different. Mm-hmm. But if they're eager to get you in bed, right? If they're real eager, right? Yeah, that's a warning shot. You need to step back.
Sometimes it's hard to.
It's hard to decide, and especially nowadays. How many people even our age aren't even in relationships anymore? Right. You know what I mean? I hook up.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Hookup culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be on Grindr and like every other message is like somebody sending me a butt pic or like an eggplant pic, and I'm just kind of like, "Hi, what's your name? How's your day going?
XXX7. Like, how's your day?"
Or maybe it's a profile with no picture. It's just like,
Exactly.
People are so caught up in that. I'm not a hookup king. I personally want to find.
Society is enthralled with sexual culture, which is not always a bad thing. You cannot. There's always a positive to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pornhub is giving us free this week, by the way. But
so that shout out there. But yes, you have to feel it out.
Right.
You have to be able to understand. 3 months for even with having sex.
Yeah.
If there's not more than that for 3 months,
right,
there is a big issue. If there's not more than sex for 3 months,
yeah, it's a huge issue.
If you're getting called at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and
that's it. That's a big no-no.
Learn to communicate your needs so they can be met. We're not created mind readers. Absolutely. Like
if there's no communication, you don't tell somebody, hey, this is how I feel.
Right.
This is what it does to me. What does it do to you? And sit and have that conversation.
Right.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing? You're guessing.
So I think we can all agree that, love is kind, love is patient, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to find that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to get into this third care package.
The third package, the biggest of all packages.
The biggest of all packages. Let me see. What is that? Let me see.
It's a better heart.
So this heart, let me see. This heart is it's better.
That is straight on. It's a little lopsided, but it's a little
lopsided.
It does the job.
That's like my heart kind of lopsided. It's been broken so many times. It's hanging on to dear
life.
Trying
to put it back together. I understand what you're saying. I know where you're at.
Because I need a bandage to cover the scars on my heart, okay?
Oh.
That's my song,
that's
Sunshine.
That's a fantastic song. You should check it out.
That is from my song, Sunshine, on Superhuman 2, The Evolution, available on all services. Go ahead and get that.
So back to this care package.
You want to
do the honors?
It's a big old box. This is the biggest one because I feel like this is one of the most important topics. Oh, you got this one.
Oh, I got this one. I need a bandage.
And so this care package is all about self-care.
Okay.
Got one?
Yes, I did. And I think this is a good topic.
Okay.
So it's about self-care.
Oh.
And it goes back into the relationship.
Okay.
This is a whole relationship episode. Girls and boys nights.
Yes.
Sundays are for the boys, or Saturdays for the girls. Whatever it is.
Right.
You have to have that.
Right.
There has to be something other than the person you're with.
Right.
Because if you don't have it and you don't take care of yourself, you don't take care of the people around you who support you, who are supposed to be supporting that relationship, want to see you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And not even just in relationships.
Right.
You can't just be lonely. You can't be out here dolo all the time. You know what I mean? You have to be communicating with, interacting with each other, having those boys nights. How many boys nights we had? It was amazing.
We've had a lot.
Yeah. A lot of boys nights where it's just been amazing.
Yeah.
It's just kicking it with the fellas.
Yeah.
So, that's part of self-care. It doesn't have to just be you doing something for yourself. That is you doing something for yourself.
A huge part of self-care.
You decided to do that for yourself and surround yourself with people who care about you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think girls and boys nights are one of the now, as they are harder to do in this day and age.
Yeah, due to certain things we're not going to mention because we don't want to talk about certain things on the show. It's all positivity.
But it's important to also surround yourself with the people that you care about, the people who care about you, and take that once a month to really go out with your friends. Go out with your friends.
Right.
Whether it's a Zoom call where y'all just kind of kick it, have a drink.
Right.
Whatever the case may be.
Right.
I think girls and boys nights and being able to be away from your significant other or be away from the children for a minute or whatever the case may be, those are also rejuvenating.
Right.
And I think it actually brings it back to relaxation because when you're doing those things, it doesn't have to be big things. It can give you some sense of relaxation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, I think so.
I feel like when it comes to girls' nights or boys' nights, they're very important because when you're in a relationship, you get to see so much of each other all the time, and I feel like, I mean, and honestly, this is whether you're in a relationship or not. It doesn't even have to be relationship driven. Having that time to hang out with the people that you really love, that you really care about, and that know you the best, so you can like talk about your feelings, your day, what you're going through at that moment. It's so important to have that. You know, I have a girls' night actually with my sister Whitney and my sister Sasha, and we sit around and we like make food, and sometimes we drink and play games and hang out. And it's super important because I know that when I talk to them, it's in confidence, and we can discuss anything and whatever I'm going through at the time. Like it's all good. But also I have boys' nights too. We go out and turn up like me, Just Wild, Canitis, you. We all like we'll turn up and we'll go have fun because that's what we do. If it's a trip to the beach, or if it's like, I don't know, going to get dinner and have drinks or something, or we're
Whatever
going to a show, no matter what it is, having that time with your friends to rejuvenate and have fun and just do the things that you want to do is so important for your self-care, because you are now taking care of you, taking care of your needs as far as your spiritual needs, emotional needs. If you're hungry, you taking care of your hunger pains.
Absolutely.
Like, it's all important,
Absolutely.
right? You might want to have a drink, okay?
Well,
and
why not?
You taking care of your needs. So
take care of your needs and relax.
It's important. It's really, really important.
I think you said, you know, you have at your girls' nights, you have you can say things in confidence.
Yes.
It's an outlet.
Yes.
You know, because as somebody who's doing so much, me and you both, like, we keep a lot inside for a long time.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have those outlets that we can trust and feel comfortable, I mean, boys' nights, how many times we sit around and just, you know, hey man, I got this situation.
Right.
Let me holler at you for a minute. Let me see what y'all's saying.
Yeah.
Girls' nights, you know, always talking, but like, it's in confidence, because being able to release those feelings to somebody that's not a significant other, that's not, you know, a parent or somebody, you know, it gives you that opportunity to find a way to vent, and you know that those people will listen.
Yeah,
and they'll accept.
It's so needed.
And they don't have to say nothing back.
Right.
It can be, you know,
right,
man. Like, I'm sorry, you're going through whatever it is. It's needed to be able to just get it off your chest, to be able to move on and to cause some sort of relaxation in your life.
Right, because I mean, at the end of the day, it is needed. You know, you being a single father. Sorry, not single father, but being someone who takes care of his son all the time. Sometimes you do want a break. And also, I have a really good friend of mine who's a brother of mine who had a daughter. I'm not going to say his name, but, you know, he's a musician as well. And, you know, we were talking, and he's like, man, like, I've had my daughter this whole time, and, you know, I'm letting the mom get some time with her now, too, because she kind of was, like, absent. But he's like, I'm letting her come back and get some time. And I almost feel guilty letting her take my daughter, and then I'm like fulfilling my taking that time to fulfill my passions and my dreams, and this and that. And I said, listen, man, don't ever feel guilty about that, because at the end of the day, you are the primary parent in the situation, and you have been taking care of her financially, emotionally, spiritually. You've been there for her, so you should not feel bad about taking a break.
And self-care is really about that. That right there, you summed it up. You can't feel bad when caring for yourself, because I know you for a fact. You care about everybody around you. I've seen you not take care of yourself and take care of everybody else that has been around you. I've seen you go without. I've seen you, you know, and it's been so encouraging to me that you do now take that time to step back and be like, hey, there needs to be some time for me, or my needs, my friends, what I want to do. You know what I mean? You can never feel guilty about it, because if you feel guilty, it's not self-care. It's not self-care at all. You're just forcing it. You're making yourself feel worse.
So true.
You have to be able to really, really care for yourself in a way that you don't feel that guilt. You don't feel you feel taken care of.
Right.
And if you feel that guilt, you don't feel taken care of.
And that's so true, man. And so in closing, we were gonna do celebrity talk, but I think we've just been yapping and yapping and yapping. First and foremost, thank you guys all for tuning in with us tonight. This is the care package with Roulette, Delgato, Adam Ford, and we are here for you to unbox all those emotions, all those passions, that love, and it's the care package. It's for you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Take care of one another. Take care of yourself. And thank you for tuning in.
And come back every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday
at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We are here with the care package. Thank you so much.
Thank you.